Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to make a tipi with the Weaving Wonders basket slash tipi making kit. If you have seen the basket making instruction, we start in exactly the same way. So we've got a selection of sticks. They've been soaking in water. They were quite dry today, so they've been in there a good 5-10 minutes. And the end now should be nice and malleable. And we start with pushing 3 sticks through the pre-drilled holes. 1, 2, oops, 3, there you go. And about 4 fingers worth, depending on the width of your fingers, but approximately. And you start with the first stick, goes outside its neighbour and tucks in behind the next one along. You only need a couple of millimetres just to catch. And then going away from your first stick that you've bent, push another stick through, and again it's to the outside of the neighbour and tuck in behind the next one along. If you need to adjust the length of the stick, just pull it out slightly, that's fine. And new stick in behind the neighbour and tuck in, and just push them down as you go. If you're, as I said before, working with a small child, you can thread all the sticks through for them and then just offer them the stick to bend round and tuck behind. And as you go, you'll see you're creating a pattern and they all hold each other in place. So it's a new stick through, to the outside, inside, and push down. A new stick, outside, inside, and push down. And you just keep going, and I'll do these just quickly. Outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, inside. And when you get to the last 3, first of the last, outside, inside, and push down. Next, you need to create a little bridge. So the first stick that you used, just push that through slightly to create a little bridge. There you are. And the next stick will go to the outside of its neighbour and then just tuck inside behind that bridge post and push down. And the last one comes outside its neighbour and then just bend it gently and push it in to tuck behind and then squish the original bridge down. So that's the base. So once you've made the base, we want to just straighten up the sticks slightly, just tug them gently, and I'll try and get them a little bit more perpendicular. Given that we're making a tipi, we want a nice pair to make the door opening. So once you've decided where your opening's going to be, you just take some raffia from the bunch that comes in the kit and just tie it on with a very simple knot. That will be fine. And then we weave just outside, inside, outside, inside, keep going round. You can do it this way, which is my preferred way. Just pull the stick slightly forward and tuck the raffia behind, or you can weave the raffia in and out from the top and just push it down gently. When you get to your first stick, rather than carrying on, we want to turn back on ourselves to make a doorway, and then we go back the other way. You need to be a little bit more dexterous, because you will find, whether you're right-handed or left-handed, unless you're lucky enough to be ambidextrous, you have a sort of a preferred way of working, a preferred direction of travel, if you like. But just keep going outside, inside, until we come back to the first post, and then we double back on ourselves. We'll take that one with us. So background, outside, inside, outside, inside. As you work round, you'll find that where you were outside previously, you'll be inside this time, and that creates the weave. As you keep going, you'll come to the end of your raffia. Just take a new strand, tie it on with just a simple reef knot, pull it tight. With the tipi, because you have a bit less access, I tend to trim the ends as I go, rather than leaving them to tidy up at the finish. And then back to outside, inside, back to the doorway, and around the other way. So just keep going back round to the doorway, turn round, come back. So I've been weaving away. Unlike the baskets, where I advise to not be tempted to pull too tight, with the tipi we want to pull it quite tight, because we want it to take on the tipi shape. So as you're going perpendicular and pulling it quite tightly, you'll find that the actual doorway splays out a little bit, but when we actually come to pull it together, you'll find that it takes sort of a tidy shape. I'm ready, I think, to start with the top of the tipi. So in order to do that, I am going to tie on a colour, and I'm going to go for black. So again, just a very simple knot, end to end. Trimming the loose ends. And keep going round. And as the sticks now are starting to cross, I'm going to go an extra turn around the doorway, pull it tight, and then come over and an extra turn around the doorway, so that we can actually set the width of that. So I'll put my hand behind so you can see a little bit tighter. And then carrying on outside, inside, outside, inside. And then not turning around, just keep going over, outside, inside. Outside, inside. As it gets tighter and the sticks start crossing, what you might find a little easier is with the needle that comes in the kit, just thread the raffia through the needle and just carry on as you were. So outside, inside, outside, and pull it through. Just keeping it pushed down as you go. Outside, oh, inside, outside, inside. Pull it round and pat it down. Outside, inside, outside. Pull it through. And pat it down. Right, as we get nearer the top, I'm actually going to tie this up now so that I've got so I'm actually defining the shape properly. So that's just a bit of raffia around the top and just a regular knot, and that will hold my sticks in place, and then go back using the needle now. Inside, outside, inside, and just keep going. Okay, so I've gone as far as I can, weaving up to the top. That's the front. I've come to the back. I'm going to just tie it off. So I'm going to just separate the strands on the raffia so that I can bring some around either side, and then just tie them together in a double knot at the top. And then I'm going to make some little flags to put on the top, and I'm just using just an end of some black here, and make a loop, tuck the ends through, and just pull it tight. I'll do another one. So make a loop. Where are we? Tuck the ends through around the post and pull it tight, and then we just trim the ends off to give it the not so great in black, but I'll do another one over here. And that is a finished teepee. Thank you.